Hey everybody, so today our lesson is going to be on theme, character responses to challenge, and summarizing a text. Our lesson objectives are: the learner will determine the theme of a reading, the learner will determine how characters respond to challenges, and the learner will summarize a text. Get your notebooks out so you can take notes or take notes on a Google Docs. What is theme? So theme is a topic or message that the author wants the reader to take away from the story. A good way to remember theme is the message in a story. So what did you learn from the story that you can apply to real life? That's what you want to ask yourself after you've read a story and you're trying to figure out the theme. How do you identify the theme of a passage? So here's a couple questions to ask yourself when you're trying to identify the theme. What was the problem or issue during the story? What did the characters learn? How did the characters' actions or feelings change throughout the story? And what was the big idea of the story? So just remember these questions, and when you're reading a story, think of them in your head, answer them, and then at the end, it helps you come up with a theme a little easier. Here's some common themes of stories: love, hard work, acceptance, family, overcoming challenges, friendship, loyalty, courage, jealousy, teamwork, confidence, respect, and hope. So I want you to think of the story that you're reading right now, and what do you think the theme is? This is the chart that we're going to use when we're practicing identifying the theme of a story. So this is a good chart because you can kind of take notes while you're reading, and then at the end it helps you come up with the theme. You have access to this in Google Charts or Google Docs, so if you want to pull this chart up, that way when we go over the next few slides and we start practicing, if you need to use it to make it a little easier to come up with a theme at the end. And you can also pull it up over the next couple days when we're practicing in class. So we're going to read this passage. I want you to come up with the theme in one word, and then I also want you to come up with a theme sentence, so kind of overall what the theme is in a little more detail than just one word. So here we go. I'm going to read it. "I don't want a new baby brother," whined Kim. "Honey, you don't have a choice. He will be here next month," Mom said, rubbing her big belly. Kim couldn't believe that she would have to be around a loud, slobbery baby. Plus, the thought of sharing anything, especially attention from her mom and dad, with a new baby didn't sound fun at all. "You'll be one of the most important people in his life," Mom exclaimed. "He'll need you to look out for him and to teach him new things." I guess that's true. I will be showing him a lot of new things. Maybe it won't be all that terrible having a little rugrat running around here," Kim replied with a sigh. "Just don't expect me to change his diapers." Okay, so now I want you to come up with one word that describes what you think is the theme of the story. I'm going to give you a couple seconds. If you need to pull up your chart and take some notes on the passage, you can. I also want you to come up with a sentence that kind of summarizes the theme, so it gives a little bit more detail to someone. If you want to tell them what the theme is, instead of just telling them one word, you can say a sentence. It gives them a little bit more detail. So the theme that I got from reading this is acceptance. And then a sentence that I came up with to describe the theme is: feeling important can help people accept change more easily. Remember, you don't have to have the exact same word to describe the theme as me. Just as long as they're kind of close and you get the big idea of the story that you just read. All right, now we're going to practice again. We're going to come up with a one-word theme and then a sentence. So here we go. Georgia decided to take a sewing class, but it felt very frustrating when she couldn't sew a straight line on the first day. "This looks so easy, but it's not. Clearly, I'm just terrible at sewing," she complained. Even though she felt frustrated, she continued to go to the class week after week. Each week, her sewing instructor helped her. By the last week of class, Georgia finally completed a project all by herself. She created a rectangular pillow for a bed, with 4 mostly perfect straight lines. So if you need to get your sheet out, that's on Google Docs, and take some notes, you can do that, and then come up with a one-word theme, and then come up with a sentence that describes the theme. So the theme that I came up with, the one word would be preservations. And then the sentence is preservations pays off. So basically this is saying, just keep on trying. Don't give up the first time. And after you keep trying, you're going to get the hang of things. So see how I kind of came up with two different sentences, but they mean the same thing. So just because I came up with something and you came up with something different and used a little bit different words doesn't mean that you're wrong, or whatever your neighbor said, it doesn't mean that they're wrong. We all just have different ideas of things. So the next objective that we have is, what does summarize mean? So after you read a story and you want to tell someone about it, you summarize the story. You're going to tell the most important details. Be sure to include the main idea. Use keywords throughout the story and mix in a couple of your words, but don't tell too much information because you don't want to give away what the story is. So here's a couple questions you can ask yourself when you're summarizing. What happened? Who was involved? Who was there? When did the event take place? Where did the event take place? Why did it happen? And how did it happen? And then there's also this chart over here, and you have access to that as well. Somebody wanted, but so then. So you want to fill it out. Who was the main character? What did the character want? What was the problem? How did the character try to solve the problem? And what was the resolution to the story? So if you answer all those questions, you have a good summary that gives just enough detail, but not too much to give away the ending of the story. This is the chart we're going to use. So it has that somebody wanted, but so then. And you have access to this in Google Docs, so you can pull it up anytime you want. If we're doing any kind of practice in class, pull it up and then you'll be able to fill it out. So let's practice. Pull out your chart so you can take notes on it. Matthew stood awake during the night and tried not to hear the sounds. There was a rushing sound that resembled that of a train. Even though it was supposed to be a simple storm, something just didn't sound right about the wind. He woke up his family. There was a tornado coming. So I want you to summarize this story. And here is the sentence that I came up with to summarize. Matthew woke up his family to save them from a terrible storm. So I have the somebody is Matthew, but he woke up his family to save them from a terrible storm. So I kind of filled out that chart and I was able to make a sentence. Now again, just like the theme, your summarizing sentence may not be the same as mine or your neighbor's, but as long as you get the point across to them. And remember, you don't want to tell all that happened because you want the reader or someone else to read the story so they can find out more details as well. So we're going to practice again. Small ants, such as honeypots, store a sweet liquid in their abdomens. They dangle from the ceiling of colonies' homes and spit out the liquid when it is needed as food by the others. Because of their sweet treat, they are often target to predators. So this is what I came up with as a summary of this. Honeypot ants produce a sweet liquid. They store the liquid in their bodies until it's needed. So that kind of gives, just enough details for someone to know what the story's about, but not enough to give away everything. So we're practicing on small paragraphs right now, but you also are going to be able to, you can summarize movies, you can summarize whatever book you're reading right now. Summarizing is a great way to tell someone about a book, but not give enough details like, hey, I love this book, this is what happens, why don't you go read it? All right, the third topic that we're going to cover today is what is character response, and that is how a character responds to a challenge that they're faced with. When you're trying to figure out the character response, you want to ask yourself, what challenge did the character face, and how did they respond to the challenge? How did they overcome it? So this is a perfect chart for character response. You can take notes. We're going to use this in class, and then as we're practicing next, you can put the title and author of the story or video, whatever you're watching. What major event or challenge did the character face, and how did they respond to the challenge? So we're going to watch this little short video.
What are you looking for, Troy? Silent treatment. He's about to crack.
Alright, so in this video, the main character that the video is focusing on is the dad and how he's going to react to the date. So in this video, at first you think the dad's, oh, he doesn't like the date. What is he going to say to him? And then you can kind of see in his mind and see that they get along and they like things. So he responds in a good way and they start playing music together. So that's kind of how you can watch a video. You can also read a book. How it's, characters are faced with problems in the beginning of the book, and then you kind of follow throughout the book. And at the end, how did they respond to that challenge? And that kind of gives you your answer there. All right, I want to thank y'all for practicing this evening, and tomorrow in class we're going to do more activities with this. If you have any questions, write them down. We'll go over them tomorrow, get more practice, and then we're going to be pros at this one day. So thank you all for watching.